So I don't know about you, but I am so excited for 2024. And that's because after years of helping clients fall in love with their backyards, it's time for me to fall in love with mine. So unfortunately, I've practiced the shoemaker has no shoes. This backyard has been a landing zone for orphaned plants that were almost going to be thrown out at a garden center. We've got pavers for a hopeful patio project. We've got trash from cleaning out our basement. And now we have a chicken coop that the chickens don't use. So we've got a lot of projects now to not only clean up this space, but really transform it into something special. And I really hope that with me taking you on this journey, you will be excited to do this with your backyard. It's completely feasible. Your dreams are here, and I'm going to take you inside and show you how we're going to make it happen. Let's go. All right, so we're inside and I'm ready to walk you through this. Now, as I walk you through, I'm going to be showing you some more footage of what we're actually dealing with in the backyard. And I wanted to preface this because it's a lot. It's a lot. Again, this was kind of a literal dumping ground for us until we figured out what we really wanted to do with it. Last year, we put in a fence, and that made a huge difference in our backyard just with the look and feel. I want to go through my drawing and explain it almost like it's a 3-act play. I want to go through the tasks in the sequence that they need to be in order for everything to be successful. So, Act 1 is going to be the unfun stuff. It's going to be the demo. It's going to be the cleaning. It's going to be the digging holes. And then Act 2 is building things, which is going to be super fun because you're in the weeds of it. And then Act 3, we're just styling, decorating, and making it nice. So let's dive in. So here we have a very simple drawing of my fenced-in backyard. It shows where the future patio is going to be, existing to remain sidewalks, as well as some shadow cover from silver maple. I'm currently shading in an area that is full shade due to a row of maple trees that you can see right over in here if you look beyond the fence. Now, I'm not a total tyrant when it comes to grass. I do love a little bit of turf in the backyard. I think it's great for, if you have small children and they want to play, or my chickens, they love it. So we're going to keep a small patch here. There's already a border garden here. I just didn't draw it out in the beginning, so we're going to include it. Now, I'm going to take my new coop and move it to where this coop currently is. I made this by myself, by hand, and as you can see, the chicken area is crazy. The girls run amok. They have full reign of the garage and basically this whole back area. And I really like that, so I want to keep it. Okay, remember when I said I wanted this to be a 3-act play? Well, all right, it's starting, Act 1. As you can see, I have an underground line, and this is going to indicate where the underground power is going to be. It's going to power the lights and some other things out here. The blue horizontal one is for a French drain that we're going to put in because, as you can see, there's a lot of moss and it gets very wet back here. So I want to mitigate as much moisture as possible. And where we have the water coming out, it will be eventually a wet garden, and we'll have more French drains leading to there and/or gutters. I'm really excited about that. And the last thing is getting our trash and recycling under control. And I want to do this with this covered trash and recycle bin area. So this concludes Act 1 of the unfun stuff. Now I want to get into the fun stuff. And that includes building a water feature. Now this is going to be right next to these utilities that we ran. We're going to have a post coming out with a quad box, which is going to power the pump. I got this basin off Marketplace for $50, and I'm really excited to transform it into something that looks like this. I think it's really going to elevate it, and I'm really excited to show this in a future video. Next, we're going to be building some beds. So on the left-hand side, I have a huge sage bush. And in the right box, I'll probably be adding more herbs and just create a nice country herb garden. I'll be using this wicker as an edging, and I think that that's going to give it that added country vibe. So through the borders, we're going to get into our kitchen garden. Now, I refer to this area as a kitchen garden because I am growing vegetables. It's going to be the main priority, but I'm also going to be growing flowers. And the reason why I do that is not only because it attracts bees, but also if something doesn't work out as far as a vegetable, at least I have pretty flowers to work at. For me, it's all about managing expectations. So these little brown rectangles and ovals signify just a unitized corrugated metal raised bed system, pretty much something you could find on Amazon or Home Depot that look like this. Now, I have a few already. I'm very happy with them. I think it just makes the garden look a little bit more organized. And once we finish out this area, we're gonna cap it off with some more edging beds just to further delineate the spaces between the chickens and the kitchen garden area. So I drew out that back border along the garage for a reason, and that is because this is going to be the future home of a beautiful climbing rose that I hope one day can look like this. Just how romantic and cottagey does this look? Now, I still need a working area though, and what I mean by that is maybe an area for a nursery or new seedlings, or maybe an area for plants that I found on clearance that I don't necessarily have a home for yet. So up here by the garage door is a great place for that. We'll have that for our sun-loving plants, and down here will be for the shade-loving plants. The final part of Act 2 is getting rid of this mishigas and turning into a beautiful old world style pea gravel patio. And I just love the way these look. It really gives a sense of elegance, but it's still not stuffy, and also it's very budget friendly. Here are some reference images of what I'm trying to go for. I mean, come on, look at this, like casual, cool, European, chic. And also what I'm going to be including out here is just a load of wood chips. I got 2 truckloads sitting in the back next to my garage, and they're going to be spread out and used as ground cover and used as filler as I go to fill up the raised beds. So I'm going to also highlight this border area here because it looks like we need to do a lot of work here, but actually most of the work is already done. So the only real work we have to do is down by the house door to the right of it. We're going to have some shelving and storage, mostly for the furniture covers. When we purchased the house, it came with a bunch of different perennials. It also came with a ton of Jerusalem artichokes, which I had no idea about. It also came with 2 peony plants, which I'm absolutely in love with, but we did have to dig one up in order for the fence people to fully install our fence. Luckily though, I was able to split it, and so we're gonna have just a beautiful row of peonies along here. And now, it's Act 3, making it pretty. So along with string lights and other ambient things, we're also gonna have new furniture in here. There's gonna be a dining set, and also just a really nice outdoor sectional, complete with a nice little side chair and maybe a little fire pit / storage ottoman. So that way we can hang out here with friends and enjoy the beautiful evenings and watch the fireflies. So that's the plan. That's it. That's all she wrote, or rather drew. So I'd really love to hear your feedback. Am I doing the subtasks in correct order? Would you recommend doing something somewhere else? Do you just hate pea gravel? Like, I want to hear these things because this is my forever home. And frankly, I would rather keep doing this to other clients and work on my backyard again. So if you like and subscribe and maybe comment in the sections, I'd really love to hear from you. And I'd really love it if you joined me on this journey because I will be putting out new videos every Wednesday. And I'm just so excited. We've got so many great things coming up, like how to build a grow room and what seeds I'm growing from the massive Baker Creek whole seed catalog, and so many other things. So Happy New Year. Thank you so much for signing on. And just a reminder, the love is worth the labor. Bye.